Thanks to our video sponsor, Kamikoto. Kamikoto makes great Japanese steel kitchen knives using traditional techniques from Japan. I've always wanted to go there. Kamikoto only uses steel sourced from mills in Japan, and each blade is crafted using techniques that have been honed and perfected by generations of knifesmiths. Each knife comes in a beautiful, heavy-duty ash wood box for safe storing. It also makes Kamikoto a great gift. No wrapping needed. Kamikoto is so confident about their knives that each knife comes with a lifetime guarantee. Because of their single bevel edge, Kamikoto knives can achieve an unbelievably sharp edge you just can't get with other knives. Seriously, when we got to try these out, we were amazed at how easily they cut through meat, veggies, anything and everything you want to cut, this baby can do it, no problem. I really like how the knives look so well crafted, and you can feel it too. It feels very solid and balanced. Feels so good. I don't want to put it down.
Put it down. Put it down.
Kamikoto has a big sale going on right now, and they're offering viewers an extra $50 off with discount code TinyHouseExpedition. See the link in the description.
Hi, my name is Vernita.
My name is Travis.
And this is our tiny house here on the Navajo Reservation in Kaibito, Arizona. We live here with our son and our animals in a 10 by 16 tiny house. We met when we were in high school.
Sophomores.
We've been together for about 13 years. And where we live at right now is on my parents' property. So we're having our own property here. The history of this land is, this is from my great-grandmas. We are maybe 3 generations right now. We've been living here for over 100 years. I've been living off-grid for like my entire life here. We just recently got power when I was in high school, and running water about 2 or 3 years ago for my parents' house and my grandparents.
The difficult parts of living this way is pretty much trying to do stuff on your own. Other than that, it's just pretty much easy because we did grow up living this way. All we need is a truck to get the water, the woods, and the muscle, I guess.
I adapted into living this way, so it's not really a big change, yeah.
For me, it's from my grandparents. It's like living the old ways.
Res life.
What everybody calls the res life.
A lot of people live like this on the reservation. Thousands, probably a lot of, well, there's so many people on the reservation who don't even have running water or electric. I guess we just all adapted to living this way for so many years. Well, this is our off-grid homestead. We have an outside shower, an outhouse, and also we have our own garden. We do have a generator. We use that for power at night.
Right now we can show you our garden and show you the rabbits.
So this is our garden. We had pumpkins, squash, cucumbers, and corn growing this summer. We also have everything that we did here is reused. So we kind of use these from our seats from the wedding. And over here is our horse trough that we just used for planting. And our arbor we had for our wedding. Also a water heater cover, which is cut in half, is one of the plant holders. We also have our rabbits on this side.
And this is our rabbits. We don't really have a name for them, but it's up to you guys if you guys want to name them and just get us back.
So this is one of our family areas that we cook s'mores. Sometimes we cook out and have family time here. We just chill. Half of this is the water heater that was in the garden also. So this is the other side of it. We got these rocks from an area in Flagstaff.
We also have dinners out here, family get-togethers. We have 3 grills. We have a big smoker over there. Right now we can show you our shower. It's also handmade.
Okay, so this is our outside shower. We do have a 5-gallon camp shower bag that we use. We are planning to get a propane tank for our outside shower for the winter time. So right now we're in the process of trying to figure out how to do winter showers. These are pieces from the patio that's in front of our house. The poles from our wedding that hold the lights that we reused.
And the fence we bought.
So we do have an outhouse that's in the trees. Our outhouse is made of corrugated metal. The frame of it was actually made from my dad. He kind of put that together.
We do not compost. We dig in the ground at least about 6 feet, maybe 8 feet, so it can last the whole year.
There was a reason why we didn't have a restroom inside the house, is because for so many years I grew up not having the restroom inside the house, and it was like further into the trees. And moving into our apartment, I would kind of get this weird feeling of having the restroom inside the same place I live, and it just didn't feel right. So I just don't like having a place to have,
do your business.
Yeah, inside the place you eat at the same time. It kind of grossed me out, so I kind of got used to just having an outhouse. We both worked at a resort, Amingiri, in Big Water. We made a lot of money.
Yeah, we did.
It's just like the rent there was very expensive. We just decided to come back home and live tiny.
She showed me the documentary of the tiny houses, and
I was like, let's do it.
let's do it. She wanted to do it right away, but money-wise and rent-wise, we had to move from there to here, and kind of like our reset button. So as soon as our lease came up, it came time to say yes or no, and
We just did it.
we just did it.
In about like maybe 2 weeks,
2 weeks.
we got the house. I thought building it would be too much and then too much time consuming, and especially if we wanted to hurry up and live tiny. I just chose the shed because it was cheaper. It was cheaper than,
Starting from the bottom.
yeah, it was really cheap. And then we could have just hurry up and moved in. Our house just only cost about $4,200,
Yeah.
just the shell of it. And then we moved, not that much just to put inside, right?
Yeah.
About around 2,000.
Yeah, about 2,000.
To-
The drywall, the insulation was mostly what took out the money.
Yeah, so our house was less than 10 grand. This is our off-grid tiny house. It's a shed conversion of a 10 by 16, 160 square feet.
Everything you see on our homestead, inside and outside, is handmade by me and her, including my father-in-law that was there to help us through steps. We would like to welcome you guys inside our house.
Okay, so this is our tiny house. It's 160 square feet.
These are the ladders that go up to our bedrooms. Ours are on the right. The left is our son's.
And we have our living room here and our kitchen on this side. I have something cooking on the stove. Let me check it. Okay, so this is our kitchen setup here. This is where we make dinner on a camp stove that we have. We made the countertops. I didn't want to buy a countertop or, install one permanently because I really wanted to move it around. We do have tires on this bottom part where we could move it from here to here. Here we have our under the cabinets. We have our laundry and our basket, which has most of our cooking pots and pans. And then here we have everything that we need in our kitchen, which is the trash bags and the scrubbing pads. And down here we also have our cups, plates, and our bowls, and our utensils. Up here is our pastas, what we have, dry foods. We recently had a small business. Our business is called Sayaha Soaps. We do have our sage soap here, and we also make jewelry, and we also have our tree sap. The tree sap is actually picked around our location, so we usually use this for like your pores, or you could also use it for wounds, or you could use it for cracked feet. And we have different kinds of soap here. We also do make our jewelry. These are Navajo earrings here. And we named it Tseha Jewelry, which is Square Butte in Navajo, which is the butte that we live by. Our fridge is propane, so that runs off a 40-gallon propane tank. Over on this side, we do have our cans. On the bottom of here, we have a small wash bin right here that we wash dishes, our drying rack, and up here's most of our spices that we have. And we also have our trash here. Everything's just kind of small, and we just work around it. You can also move this around also. If we want to put it somewhere else, we can also move this too. So we can also rearrange the kitchen or move the kitchen to the living room if we wanted to. We've literally just switched the kitchen and living room around so many times because it didn't feel right. I think the big reason why we kept the kitchen on this side was because we have the small loft. It makes a big difference. And having the big loft on that side is more room in the living room. So if we wanted more room in our kitchen, we would switch it back to the other side to have a bigger kitchen and a smaller living room.
Just past the sink area, this is our living room where we sit, watch TV, drink coffee every morning. Our furniture is right here. We do have 2 hidden compartments that's right here. There's one underneath the couch. We do have extra sheets, toilet paper and stuff like that. And another hidden area underneath here. And here's the shelves we installed ourselves. For the TV, the DVDs are for our 8-year-old son. And these are his vehicles. And here's our stove. We do take it in and out for winter and summer. When we usually take this out for the summertime, we replace it with the AC. And right here we do have a rack for our shades, glasses, our key, and for every tiny house, a headlamp. And right behind the door is our jacket holder.
So for our tiny house, we have our clothings that are up in the loft area. We do have 3 boxes each, one for my son, my husband, and me. So in our tiny house, we had only 1 loft, which was the larger side. The reason why we put another one in was because our son kind of got a little older and he couldn't fit in between us anymore. We did put 2 ladders here. We had 1 actually, so we would maneuver it back and forth, but then somebody got stuck on the other side. And we just decided to do 2 ladders. This actually is really nice because when we get up there into the clothing area, we stand on both sides. This is our loft. It holds a full bed. It's a really good height to sit. so it's not really scrunched up. And you also have the windows, which make it feel like it's really, it feels bigger up here than being down at the bottom. So, and then my son's side has a twin mattress. Okay, so our son's loft, he has like the best view of the butte outside. So his room is one of the areas that just look out onto the rocks and the mesa. In my son's loft, he draws a lot most of the time, so he spends most of his time up there. And when we have the generator on watching movies, he has a view from up top, so he just lays up there and then just watches TV from the top. For the future, we're thinking of doing another tiny house for me and my husband. My son is going to be getting our house right now. He's growing, so the loft right now is really small for him. At the time, he was like 3 years old when we started, so he was very small. Now he's very big.
It's getting bigger.
So I think
Coming into a teenager, he probably realized more.
yeah, like he needs his own space.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like most of our time that we had was just working, and then we would come home. We didn't have the time. We would try to keep up with bills is what we were working for. You know, we weren't living.
Yeah.
And now that we live this way, it's like most of our money is going towards things we want to do, traveling, things we want or our son wants to go to, like, you know, events.
There was a time in our life where it was really stressful, and we did only have $10 to our name for dinner and gas and stuff, and
Everything went to bills.
yeah, and it was just nuts. And I felt like we're going to go homeless if we don't keep paying stuff. So I'm glad you saw that documentary. Now this just feels right for us. It feels like we were groomed to live this way.
It's like a lot of weight off our shoulders
Yeah.
right now from the way we lived before.
Like, I can just quit my job and stay home and make money just selling jewelry, just for the food, I guess.
Yeah.
But I do want to travel, so I just keep my job. And we do go out to national parks to go hiking with our son. And if we want luxury, we go rent a motel, or we're not going to motels no more. We go to what do you call it? Resorts now, ourselves, instead of working there. That's a big step. That's what I like.
Thank you for watching our video and for stopping by Tiny House Expedition. I'm Alexis.
And I'm Christian. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And for more tiny home tours and stories, click the videos below,
And join us on Instagram for bonus content.
including face-to-face conversations with us. We hope to see you there.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.